It's really strange trying to get all my thoughts together. I've been going over everything for the last couple of weeks. Really trying to put together something that wouldn't frighten anybody or make you think I've all gone off my fucking rocker. It's really hard to describe. It's something I've never been through in my life. I can't even put words to exactly what I want to say. It's very spiritual. It's very deep. It's very, yeah. I should have taken notes. I go through all of it in my head immensely when I'm on the road, and I always think I know what I'm going to say when I get up here, but it always escapes me. I've been watching a lot of, reading a lot, and listening to a lot of philosophy, Socrates, all the old philosophers, and quotes, motivational quotes. And they all seem to put it all out. Yeah. As most of you know, I'm a pretty mild-mannered person. I don't like to lose my temper. There are very few things on YouTube that make me really lose my temper. And several of you know what that trigger word for me is. And it's very hard for me to explain. Thanks, Dan. I've gone through the last 2 weeks with severe anxiety, depression, a range mixed of emotions that I've never understood or went through in my life. And hey Nick, how you doing? It's a roller coaster that I've been battling for, well, since Christmas, really. Things that I didn't understand. And I feel, since coming through it, extremely inspired. I feel wise. I feel energetic, even though the last 2 weeks I've lost 10 pounds. And I still feel like I can battle a horse or an ox. I feel like I could take on the world. It's an exhilarating experience, what I've gone through. It doesn't sound, I know my voice doesn't sound like it, but I'm trying to really put into emotions what I've been going through. um, I've gone through emotions where I feel like I've just let everybody down, everybody, including myself. And I think a lot of it has to do with planning a trip out there. Yeah, I'd love to see you, Dank. That'd be really nice. I don't feel like I owe anybody anything on YouTube as far as friends are concerned. I feel like I've more than justified my friendship towards many of you on here. Just through my actions over the last few years, towards some of you. Yeah, some of you have had a problem with. But I've come to find recently that there's really no reason for the bickering, the arguing, the things that we've all done to each other on here have just really brought me to a point to where I really learned I can't handle a lot of the things that have been done to people on here. And I think it's time for everybody to start healing a lot of the wounds that we've all created. I know I've more than done my part of healing these wounds. And thank you, Dank. I feel like since I've come through what I've come through, and believe me, it's been the battle of my life. I literally feel like I've gone from one range of emotion to the next. I've learned to control it. No more simping for Renee. It's almost like I've had something in my life that it's almost like a spiritual awakening, or maybe a at certain ages people have nervous breakdowns. They have enlightenments. I guess you can say I've had some form of an enlightenment that I'm really excited about, and I don't know how to control a lot of the feelings I'm feeling right now. That's not to say I'm being irrational with my feelings or lashing out at anybody. But I just know that there's something that I should be doing with my life that was on hold for quite a while. And I'm pretty much going to jump full into whatever that is. It's like I said, it's almost as if I'm not leading myself. Yeah, I understand. I believe this was far deeper than just a life-changing phase, though. This was much more than a life-changing phase. It's like I want to reach out to people and help. Even though I don't feel like I don't owe anybody any help, but I feel like I want to be there to help people with their issues. I mean, the one thing in my life I've always done, as far as my daughter was concerned, my mother, my father, was when my daughter was born, I promised her that I would never leave her and I'd always be by her side. I got divorced when she was 4 years old from my wife, and I made sure that I remained in her life, and I still am today, of course. That was one of my promises. Before my dad passed away from cancer, I had to talk with my father, and he made me promise to always take care of my mother. I'll take that in consideration, Homer. But yeah, I just wanted to, you know, let you all know that I'm still here. Let you all know I'm still here, and you know, I'm going to be taking a break and examining my options as far as work life, as far as family life. Life-changing phase. Enjoy it, man. See, the thing is seek a real therapist. I'm not in any position that I believe I need a therapist. That's the problem that you have there. I know exactly who I am. I know exactly what I want. I know I'm on the road to getting it. And I love myself. Probably more now than I ever have in my entire life. So I'm a Gemini. I'm my own therapist. I've tried reaching out several times to a person that I know, and I got no reply. So not for therapy per se. Like I said, I'm not in any way, shape, or form nutty in the head. Yeah, I need a band tour. I need a band tour. I need my band to be back together. In fact, I have been thinking about taking back up music on a more serious note, taking music up. This is basically to say to most of you, you know, that I've known for the years, Dank, Angela, there's Chad, there's a lot of you out there, Aaron. That there's a, you know, yes, I understand. You'll realize no one cares, dude. No offense. These YouTube potheads and drunkwads will eat you alive. I understand. Yes, I do. Basically, I'm just saying hi to friends that I haven't seen for quite a while. And I'm a carnivore and with Taurus. Taurus, yeah. Oh, so you know Elmer, Angela? Yeah, you know, you're not kidding. I do need some meat on my bones. I was working out for quite a while and looking pretty decent, and literally lost 10 pounds in a few weeks just from, I think my brain ate all my muscle because I was using so much of my brain power. I'm good, you know, there's absolutely nothing wrong with me. I'm just really soul searching and figuring out my next moves. And these are all mine to make, you know. I've always felt that I've always had plans to give other people, but never given to myself enough. And I think that's where I'm finding the biggest problem. And, you know, I'll overcome this. You know, I'll find out what my next move is. I don't have any doubt about that. I'm a very motivated. I've always been motivated when I set a goal. I always achieve my goals. That's one thing I've always been able to do. Whether I save for a long particular amount of time, I've always been able to achieve my goals. And so, you know, I'm at a crossroads where finding my new goal, what exactly I want to do with my life, and wherever it leads, you know, if it leads into a cardboard box on the side of a road or a building, as long as I have God on my side, you know, I really don't mind. I've never been one to bitch too much about my living situations, but you know, of course I'm too motivated to be living in a box on the side of a building. But I'm just saying in general, if Spirit was to lead me that direction, I wouldn't hesitate. Thank you, Chad. I think you all know I've always been pretty motivated and always tried to make funny videos for most of you. Something that you can all laugh at or smile at. You know, my videos were never too raunchy. I'm gonna have to block you for saying that name, ABC. Oh boy, I would never presume to beg from any of you. Yeah, Dank, you know, you're right. There are good people on here. There really are. There's a lot of people that go through a lot in their lives, and they don't necessarily have the outlets to express their true feelings towards other people and or what they believe. Or I know I've made mistakes in the past with some of you, and I made a few that would be friends for life. Yeah, that's true. I've you know, Dank and I, we could always hang out no matter anytime. You know, my best friend, he's a tattoo artist. He's in Tennessee right now, and we can go a year without talking to each other. But the second we pick up the phone and talk to each other, it's like we haven't been apart ever. You know, he's my best buddy, great tattoo artist, amazing guy, and his family is my family. I've had a great life, you know. I've had an extremely great life. I thought you said you knew Elmer. No, you don't. You don't ever. I don't have to talk to folks daily when respect is both ways. You know, I deal with hundreds of people a day in my line of work. I deal with hundreds, and very rarely in the last 10 years have I even had very many bad instances with my customers. It's generally because I know what I'm doing extremely well, and I don't need my supervisor to tell me I'm doing a good job when I already know I'm doing a good job. But it is nice to hear every once in a while. Yeah, the same thing with me. I can talk to my buddy once a year, if that's every 6 months to a year, and it's like we never stop talking. But he's always off doing something. He's always moving to some different state. What else we got here? No, that's one thing you never do. You know, you get knocked down 7 times, you get back up an 8th. That's kind of how I live my life. Never stop. You know, there's one situation on YouTube here that will always haunt me. And I don't need to go into that right now. But, and I am glad that there's some of the closest people I know here, you know. some of you people here that are the closest to me, that you're always dependable and you're always here for me. You know, I'm definitely not sniveling over anything, but you're always here for me. You know, if I ever really snibbled over anything, you know, not to say that I haven't. Lord knows I've bawled my eyes out over certain things. To the person that was saying, let me go back to it. You realize no one cares, dude. No offense. These YouTube potheads dorkers will eat you alive. Yes, they possibly will. Sharing your pearls with swine is not a smart idea. If you have real problems, please seek a therapist and not YouTube. The only thing I can say to that is I don't need a therapist. I'm fully competent in what I'm doing. I don't need a therapist to tell me this or that or the other for $150 an hour or whatever I don't know. I've never been to a therapist. The only thing I can really say is it's time. There's something in the air that I feel, and it's time for everybody to start healing from all the bull crap over the last however many years. I mean, this is what they want. Yeah, they just want easier answers. I'm always the one that's willing to take the hard way because it seems like the journey is better. No, I don't have Discord. Bacon. Yeah, yeah, Aaron, we could have just we could have really discussed some deep stuff. This was something that I needed to get through on my own, and I did. I pulled through it flawlessly. Yeah, I have a good roadmap to what I want to do, and I'm going to do it. I have no doubts. As far as seeking somebody for therapy, that would never happen. I would never spend my money on a therapist, as in quote therapist. No, I'm not insane. I'm not to say people that see therapists are insane. I'm in control of my emotions and my feelings, no matter how far down or up they go. I'm in full control. I know what I'm getting myself into when I go through these. I understand them. And I work through them logically, spiritually, mentally. And that's really all I need to do to get through them. I wish more people could get through their own issues by themselves. Maybe I just have the talent that I'm able to do that. Other people might need to sit and talk to a therapist. I simply don't. No, I never found a dog. I wish I had, damn it. I wish I had. I literally dream of my dog now. I miss him so much. Speaking of dreams, I've had some quite interesting dreams lately as well. Yeah, for all of you who, you know, were wondering what I was up to, I was just taking time to reevaluate situations in my life that I needed to not necessarily, well, let go of, right? Basically, let go of all the old, the past, the things that didn't um, basically just letting go. Um, being more honest with myself, really, knowing who I am and basically giving time to myself because that's something I never did. So, and it's motivational. It's really motivational when you can do that. You know, some people think I'm crazy for sharing this information, but I'm always here for you if you needed help. A lot of you, if you needed to talk, my phone number. Most of you, a lot of you know my phone number, or you could get it if you ever needed to talk to me.
Mm.
Dank, I think it's something going on in the world right now. I think there's some kind of mass healing going on. There's something is changing in the world right now, and it's going to be for the better. I mean, but I think that some people are just more in tune with it, and they can work through it quicker than other people can possibly. I feel I worked through these these issues I was having. Well, I shouldn't call them issues really. These things that I was experiencing, I worked through them in almost like super fast speed. And like I said, it's hard to explain. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. I would not wish what I went through on anybody. I'll tell you that. Not in a million years. It's kind of funny when people talk about Malibu, how she was curled on the floor that one night. Um, I don't recall if she was in agony or depression or pain. I mean, her stories change up every other day. But whatever she was feeling that particular night, I can imagine there's been a lot of people in the world right now going through the same thing, where they don't know how to explain what's in the air. I've been to many different channels recently, and it's in the air. Whatever is going on right now in the world, yeah, you're right, Reach. There's something going on, and I'm trying to figure out what it is, where it's coming from, how to resolve it, and move on from it in a positive fashion. Because generally, I'm a positive person. Um, very friendly with the people I know and the customers that I know. I've known for years. So if any of you need to come to me at any point and ask me, hey, what's going on with this? You can come to me.
I had enough of him. I don't need to hear his fucking bullshit lies. This is part of that crew. This is the crew. Those are the crew members. That is a gang. So, how can I play music? Let me play it from my phone. Okay. Oh, it's still on here. Yeah, later. I don't need your shit. Oh, still talking shit. Oh, you had such a big change. Okay. Yeah, we'll save that one. I'll start a new one.